everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nico and I am a full-time eBay reseller. So I just have a few minutes to ship on Saturday morning. It's not even 6 a.m. yet and I am headed to garage sales out of town with my son. So I do have 9 orders that came in since I shipped yesterday, and I just wanted to show you what those are. So let's see where we're at on the money situation. I didn't write it down. 9 items for $296.59. Not bad. One is an expensive Barbie that I am only keeping my percentage on. It's a nice percentage, but most of this will go to my consignment client. So as far as my own personal money, that's much less than it looks like. Everything else is mine. So let's get started on this Barbie. I'm sorry that it's wrapped, but I do travel a lot and my husband ships for me, so I go ahead and wrap things. If you go to my video yesterday, I did the Barbie haul and I showed this Barbie. It is a Christian Dior Barbie, 1996 Paris, never opened, sealed, estate, but I still put it as used just because of possible box condition. So anyway, I had offers right away for 40, 50, 60. I took 100 finally. I knew it was worth at least that. So I took 100 plus shipping, so $121.55. All right, 2.6, and it is pretty rainy out, so I hope our garage sales actually happen, but it's all right. I'm going to run up, go to the consignment store, and do a lot of things I need to do also. So if it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's see. I'm going to change this. I charged them $14 in shipping, but I'm going to change this to priority mail because I want coverage on it. And then I am going to slap signature confirmation on it. So that'll cost us a little bit, but it's just important to do that. And so it's going to cost me $18.27, and I only charged $14. I need to be more careful on things I know are going to go for 100, and do that. So let's get that printed. But that's all right. It's getting out of here on its way, and that's exciting. My client had said, you know, that she doesn't know anything about Barbies, and I technically didn't either. I do know how to look them up, though, obviously. And, you know, she was going to put $5 on all these Barbies at a sale, which would have been fine. In the end, another one of us would have gotten it, so in the end, it's fine. But I'm glad she did decide to bring them to me. Most of the Barbies did end up in groups. They didn't end up being, you know, worth near as much. There were only 2 or 3 where I felt like they were worth, you know, 60 or above, and none of the others have really gotten any offers yet. So I'll go in and lower those in a week or 2 if we aren't getting some movement. I got a ton of the earrings listed too. I will be showing you guys that later. A ton of the signed clip earrings, and then this is my not my discard pile, but my bulk lot pile. They're earrings that aren't worth at least $15, you know. All right. Next one. We have a Coldwater Creek yellow shirt. This is linen, and I've had this for a little while. The color to me is very pretty, and it's summery, and I need to fold that better anyway. I probably have showed this before and it didn't get folded good. So I don't know what color it's showing you, but it's a very vibrant, pretty, very, very pretty yellow. This is a woman's large. So I finally took $12.34 plus shipping, so $17.73, 22% off with my coupon. All right, 8 ounces. All right, going to Texas. It's going to cost $4.24, and I charged $6.75. I got to go back and check on that Barbie order. I want to see. I didn't even pay attention. To the address. It's going to New Jersey. It has a username that looks like it's from somewhere else. I checked it yesterday. They always give good feedback and everything. So, but it's just going to New Jersey, not to one of our centers that ship it overseas. My friend had a huge Barbie lot from her mother when her mom passed away, and a lot of them went overseas. So that's why I was curious. A lot of Barbie collectors in the world. Many, many, many. I have another Christian Dior Barbie. It's the one that I think is much prettier in the prettier dress, but that must be a more classic dress that Dior made. So yeah, if you want to see the Dior Barbies, go and look at my haul from yesterday. My husband pulled my orders this morning. I was like, I think I'll just wait till Monday and ship. And he's like, well, I can pull them. And I said, okay, I can do this in just a few minutes. Let's get them out of here for my customers. So that was nice. Abercrombie and Fitch dress. Now this one I started really high just because it said, let's see, where is it? Somewhere on here it said it was from the Tokyo store. And I could not, find this particular dress. It is in Japanese, most of the writing. And anyway, it definitely said on here somewhere about being made in the Tokyo store. So I put that on here and I looked it up, and Abercrombie and Fitch does have a big location there in Tokyo, and of course they would design things that look a little bit different for their clientele there. So I thought, is that amazing, or does it mean anything? And I tried to get more, thinking that maybe it meant something, and at least with this particular dress, it didn't. So okay, 8 ounces. So I ended up taking $12 plus shipping, so $18.75. It was an experiment. I got it at the bins. It's fine, no big deal. Okay, sorry guys, my nose is still running. I'm feeling 100% better, slept good, all that good stuff, but still kind of rough. And my whole family is sick, even family that, lives far away. We're just kind of not feeling good. Everybody has something. My brother technically has COVID right now, so he is, using a mask and doing what the doctor told him to do. But I haven't been around him since Monday, so it's just stuff going around, guys. I think everybody's starting to feel good. Feel better. Not good, but better, better, better. This one is going to Bronx, New York. I can't wait to get back home. My virtual assistant is finishing up those 50 items that I sent him. I have at least half, if not more, that still need launched once he's done, hopefully by tonight. And so I'll come home. I don't have any listings, or maybe, no, I have 2 listings for tomorrow scheduled so that I can, at some level, not have to work first thing in the morning. I might work in the afternoon after church, but I want to get as much done today so that I don't have to work that much tomorrow. I want to rest up a little bit. And so I will use these clothing listings for today. When I get home, I'll launch at least 10 of the best ones, and then I will launch some for tomorrow. All right, this is one of those Cabin Creek shirts, guys, that I told you about. You have to wait a little bit to get the price, but these were good sizes. This one's a 12. The other one I sold a few days ago was a size, I think, 16 or 18, and they're just Y2K. So I had Cabin Creek shirt, women's 12, and then the ones that they want definitely are the wrinkle free and the stain repellent. Women just love these from years ago, or it might be young girls buying them as a style statement. I don't know. I just know that this is what people are putting in the title, and it's working for me. So it's Cabin Creek shirt, women's 12, wrinkle free, stain release, green plaid, Y2K 90s vintage, VTG, because I didn't have enough room. So they did use my coupon, a 22% off coupon, but I still got $24.98 plus shipping, so $28.52 completely. And of course that's, you know, the 28 is after the 22% coupon, and I paid $1 for these particular ones. It's shocking how often I find them now that I recognize them and know. It's just like, oh yeah. And I would have so worn these growing up in the 80s. I definitely wore these. $5.04. This is going to Holland, Ohio, and I charged $6.99. So yeah, that's just one of those things that, you know, it's not as vibrant colored, so you don't necessarily think of it as Y2K like I do. It's not the color block. It's not the striped pants or something like that. It's a little bit more subtle, but definitely keep an eye out. I'm going to be looking today at garage sales. And when you find one, you find like 3. It's like anything else. People would just order those, I think. Or were they at JCPenney? I don't remember where I got mine growing up. Most likely JCPenney is what I would say, because that's where we shopped all the time as a kid. That's what we had in Nebraska, and that's what we did. JCPenney, if I remember correctly, was founded in, was it Wyoming or Nebraska? One or the other, but it's a cool story. All right, now we have, I'm so glad to see this dress go. This is one of my clearance items. I could have consigned this and probably gotten about the same amount of profit, but I thought this was really cute when I picked it up. It's very bodycon. It's copper, you know, copper color, just gorgeous, I think. But I've had this for going on over a year. It's textured, so I thought it was cute. It is a Shape FX dress, but it is a woman's for petite, and so I think style did not outweigh size and all of that, and I should not have picked it up. But it is a bins pickup from a year ago, and or maybe more, and so I'm just glad it's gone. So goodbye, goodbye. And get this out of here. All right, 13 ounces. All right, first class is $6.60, Stanley, North Carolina, and I charged $6.95, so I'm not making a whole lot on that one. Gotta see if this one's gonna go down in there. Oh yeah, okay. I was like, that one may not go in the padded flat rate, but it feels good to have all the Barbies done. I wish that there had been some more valuable ones in there, but still I think with that sale, I would say that we'll get like 400 total. That's with the lots and everything. Individually, there weren't enough that were worth that much. So about 400 total. So my consignment client will get, you know, after eBay fees, I mean, they'll still get a decent amount, especially considering, you know, she was going to do them all for $5. But she's also paying me and paying eBay fees. So, you know, in the end, she might have herself equaled out to be the same as $5. But this way I get a percentage, so that's nice. I have had these for a very long time, even longer than that Shape FX dress. These are Army Combat trousers, but they do have the insect shield in them, and they're ripstop and military. And they're just really cute. They're the digital camo, I believe. And I just could not, you know, let me make sure, yeah. Let me look at my pictures in here. It didn't look like, yeah, it is. Okay, it's digital. I was like, are these the right pants? Yeah, they are. They're like a subtle digital. Okay. It's like making sure. So anyway, I finally lowered these. I've been doing a lot of editing, if you've been following that by chance. And so I sold them for $15 plus shipping, so $27.15. But I finally got these going. I was watching the Nurse Flipper the other day, and she has a video where she's not even editing her. She's just ending and selling similar, and she is showing all the stuff that is selling. So, and I have the same experience. The only reason I'm editing mine by hand now is because these have already been ended and sold similar at one point, and it didn't get rid of them, so I'm going in by hand, figuring out why these haven't sold. But I'm a believer that it actually does work. I think it just refreshes something in eBay. I'm not saying that you're fooling eBay, making them think it's a new listing. I don't think that the algorithm is that dumb. But I do think it just gets it back up there. You know, maybe add a promotion on it. Maybe, you know, change a couple words when it's pulled up in the bulk editor. Just change a couple things. But even when I was only ending and selling similar, I did see some of that older stuff move. But now this is the last of the last. It just, I had to go in by hand and do an inventory on and figure out what's going on. So I probably just had this like $5 too high. I don't know what I originally started these at, or I might have thought that the insect shield made them a lot more, you know, valuable than it really does. You know, I don't know what happened, but right, let's see, we got a few more guys. Eddie Bauer, this is another Eddie Bauer ripstop pants. Ooh, I got a new offer on the lot of 10 Barbies. I gotta look at that. This is Eddie Bauer ripstop, but this is also a size 8. They are cropped also, which, you know, now I'm paying so much more attention to my styles. I wasn't really for a while there. I once in a while will wear cropped pants. I don't really wear them that often either, so I should have at least thought of myself and thought, you know, I don't wear those that often. But anyway, I've had these for 2 years, I would think, because they're number 1090 and I'm on the 5329s. So took $6 and $13.80 total. Goodbye. This is one of those things that I edited and it did work. I probably have a 15% promotion on this. That's what I've been doing on the oldest stuff. Just correct it, change some keywords. I added Gorp Core. I added some things. Lower the price, put a 15% thing on there, and get them out of there. This is selling to someone who has bargains in their name, so maybe they're thinking they can get more. And I hope they can. I am fine with that. I don't know what happened, why I couldn't. Anyway, excuse me guys, I charge $6.75 and it's going to cost $6.44. Yeah, I am happy for another reseller to come in and buy all my inventory. I'll give you a good deal. I want to move on to bigger and better stuff as far as inventory. I'm going to come over here to another window and see what this offer is. See if it's a decent offer. Everybody wants Barbies. Nobody wants to pay. Let's see. I have them at $199 for 10 of them. And they want to pay $80. Now that's fine if it was stuff I paid a few bucks for at a garage sale. I probably would take it. But I'm not going to do that. And they only have 9 feedback, which doesn't mean anything to me really. I am going to counter. I do want to come down, and I'm more than willing to come down. The problem for them is that they have to pay about $40 in shipping. That's the problem with Barbies and hard goods. So, but I want to be fair to my client. So if I could get, let me see. I am going to counter this real quick at $140. That is still $60 off, and then I'm not going to take another counter. They will counter back at $90 or $81.50, but $140 plus what they have to pay in shipping is a very fair thing, and we'll see what they say. That is more than fair. All right. Ralph Lauren pajamas. I am up 19.5%, guys, in the last 31 days. I have been working it. I still need to be at 100% more than I was because I had a pretty slow couple of months there with just the weather. And I was sick, and just all of us had different things, right? It was just mostly me not being able to travel, though. Ralph Lauren pajamas, women's size XL. These are a pair of short, they're like pajamas with shorts. I love these. They just weren't in my size. I thought maybe I could get 24 on Ralph Lauren pajamas, and I think maybe in special fabrics or something I could, but they've been falling in more at the $15 range, and so I don't pick them up anymore. They just don't meet what I'm trying to do. But anyway, I sold these out of the bins, got them at the bins for what, $1.69. So I sold them for $15 plus shipping, so $23.22. I always counter offers. I don't just decline. That's dumb. Even if it were a $5 offer, I would not have declined because eBay likes to see the back and forth, I feel like. My understanding from listening to, eBay radio and just all these other things, I don't listen to it faithfully. But anyway, this is going to Defiance, Ohio. I charged $6.75. It's going to cost $5.04. My understanding is that eBay likes to see that you're trying to work with your customers. So instead of just declining all your offers, just smile and just say, yeah, that's not going to happen. And, not to them, obviously. But just counter and just keep countering. I have had instances where people aren't dumb. Why not try? Why not try a real low price? And then they are willing to pay more. They really want the item. So don't be offended. It's not a personal thing. I think they're just trying to get the best deal. Most people, 80 is not a horrible offer for those Barbies, especially considering the shipping that they are showing. It's just that there are 10 Barbies, and I just listed them last night, so I just want to wait a little bit longer. In 2 weeks, I might even take that. If they haven't sold, I'll probably take 80, honestly, because she doesn't want to hold on to her stuff forever either. All right, guys, it looks like one more. I'm pretty happy with the sale. I could have held out, but there are absolutely no sold comps on this. There are sold comps on Diplomat nightgowns, and they are in this range, $24. But this one has New York Times on it, and it is a very unique piece. There's another guy on eBay trying to get 100. So, first when I saw it, I thought, ooh. And I looked at the comps there on just eBay alone, on eBay solds on my phone when I was in the store, and could not find any solds. So then when I got home, I went to Terapeak, and same thing. I don't know why. I still priced this at about $60. I thought, well, I'm $40 less than the other guy. But I've had this a few weeks. I've had no interest of any kind. Which is fine, but I literally paid like $4 for this at an ARC, and I sold it for $24 plus shipping. If I had anything else to go on saying that this was going to go higher, I would have, but I just went ahead and took it. I have no comps to go on. 9 ounces. And so I'm going to leave that at 10, $5.17, and I charged $6.95. It's going to New York, so, that makes sense. Somebody could wear that to work one day or something. All right, guys, that's all I have for now. I'm going to go head out, get to some sales. Right now, it's nice and sunny. It is supposed to rain mid-morning, so we'll see if these people have the neighborhood sale that they say they're going to have. If not, I'm going to thrift, drop off my consignment, and then try to get back because I want to show you I have a ton of jewelry. Oh, just such a nice jewelry consignment. And I can't wait to get all that listed. I listed about 6 or 7 pieces last night. And there's some really pretty pieces. So I will be doing a mini jewelry haul hopefully tonight. All right, thank you and have a good day. If you don't mind liking the video, I'd sure appreciate it. Bye-bye.